Okay.
So aloha, everyone. Happy New Year. Yay, we are in
Aloha, Sandy.
2022. Let's hope this is a great year for all of us. And you know, today we're celebrating Martin Luther King month. And this month, our theme is vocational service, right? And this is really a time for us to get a chance to really celebrate one another, the members of our club, showing off all of the talents that we have and the vocations that we have represented in the club. And a lot of this month is about focusing on our values. You know, Rotary takes a lot of pride in the fact that our four-way test, right? That we as Rotarians really do practice the principles of the four-way test. And I thought it might be kind of fun to start this meeting off showing off some of our vocation, one way that we can celebrate a vocation. So I've asked one of our presidents who is here today if he might be willing to show off some of his talent. Now, you know, vocations can either be interests, it can be your career, it can be a job. And so with that, I thought we'd give you a little bit of a Happy New Year spirit and a Happy Martin Luther Day spirit. And let's welcome President Maddie Wong from the Rotary Club of West Honolulu. Aloha, Maddie.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year and happy Martin Luther King Day. And yeah, came super prepared. Sandy told me this like last year, and she told me to come prepared for tonight. So super stoked to start off tonight's meeting with a song, and with it being you know, Martin Luther King Day, and you know, just I'm so stoked about, you know, getting halfway through this year as president, and really excited to finish out strong. And just know that me and I know how you guys feel about we're here to support one another. So this song, I hope you guys can sing along with me. It's called Stand By Me. So sing along if you can. I'm going to do a loop, okay? So be patient with me. Come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Say it with me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we looking for shall crumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea. I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Say it. Well, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now, stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me. There it is, guys. Happy
Oh,
Mother's Day.
Maddie.
Hey.
Yee-hoo. Good
Thank
job.
you
Good
guys.
job,
Thank you
Maddie.
guys.
Good job. Sandy, sign him up for the district conference.
Hey, are you kidding me? I have a job when I retire. I already have dibs on being his personal manager. I'm setting up my retirement career. Wasn't that fun? And you know, that is just one way we can celebrate vocations, right? People's interests and their talents with our members, and just making this really fun. Thank you, Maddie. I asked him at the very last minute, folks, and you might have seen him. He was featured in our district newsletter last week. He has a video, a YouTube channel that he's on, and I think you still host a Friday night. Do you still host a Friday night jam session?
Yeah. I play every Friday on Facebook and on and on Twitch. So yeah, you can follow me on that stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for having me, and hope you guys enjoyed the song.
Absolutely, thank you. And what an appropriate song, because you know, a lot of what we're talking about tonight is really collectively working together and partnering and supporting one another so we can finish the year up really strong this year. So thanks, Maddie. By the way, when he's not having his talent shown, he's also a very successful realtor, right? That's your paid job, I suppose is one way we could say it. Yeah. Well, that was awesome. So thanks, Maddie. Okay, folks, we've got quite an agenda. Let me share just some outlines of things that we're going to be going over tonight, because we have some special guests that have joined us tonight as well. So I sent you the agenda. Actually, I sent it to you last week, and I sent it to you again today. If you look in your inbox, your email inbox today, you should also have not just the agenda, but I sent you 7 different documents about the Excellence Awards that we're going to be talking about. We'll talk about the Excellence Club, the new D5000 Club Excellence Awards. We're doing it for the first time this year. We'll talk about some virtual fundraising opportunities. And then we have Jenny Du from the Rotary Club of Kaka'ako, who's going to share with us information about a prospective project that we will have on the environment district-wide. And then I wanted to give you a little bit of updates on our brand new president's page on the website and the D5000 newsletter. And then I know Anne Marie wants to share with us some club announcements and have a conversation. So we've got a lot of things to get to, so let's get rolling. I wanted to start off first by saying congratulations to all the District 5000 clubs. Can you see this? This is from the Zone 2627 report, Western half of the United States. Do you see this? We had the highest net growth as of July 1st through December 31st. We had the highest percentage of female members. So you guys, we're just rocking. Can you believe that? Now our numbers have kind of changed a little bit, but we're doing great. And are you familiar with the membership leads? You know, there is this program with RI when people are interested in Rotary, they can click on the website that they're interested in joining Rotary. RI gets that information, they send it back to us, and the person who's coordinating it for us is past District Governor Win Shoneman. And what he does is, after identifying who these membership leads that come to us are, then he redirects it back to the assistant governors, sometimes the presidents, and asks you to follow up. Look at this. We came in third in the entire zone. 14% of our leads have come through, and that's totally amazing. That just goes to show that even during these pandemic times, we really rock. And I just want to say thank you. And I think a lot of this is because we have stood by each other during these hard times. I will send you a link to the Zone 2627 membership report document that highlights this. And so that's kind of a lead into these District 5000 Excellence Awards that we're doing this for the first time this year. And to be very honest with you, over the years, I know that in the past, we've had a lot of awards, and not as many clubs apply for the awards as we would hope they do. In fact, it's probably less than half of our clubs. I want to change it up this year, and I need your help. During these times that we've been going through, where everybody is a little bit disappointed in the way things are going, we haven't been able to have in-person meetings and whatnot. It's really the time for us to inspire, motivate, and really have a lot of fun. Even though we're not able to do a lot of things in person, let's look at different ways we can celebrate all the accomplishments that we've made. And look at what we did with membership. That is amazing. I will tell you, with membership, we brought in 72 new members since July 1st. So with that, we're going to have these new Club Excellence Awards. The purpose behind these awards, and let me just explain this to you because people are going to ask, because we haven't had these before. I wanted to set up criteria that was competitive, but also attainable and achievable. Okay, so when you look at these, and we'll go through the specifics of them, there's no reason why every single club can't get these awards. Okay, and the reason we're having this is so that we have an incentive that you can encourage your club members to help finish the year strong. This is an opportunity for you to collaborate with your club members and use the criteria as a planning guide, right? As well as an awards criteria. The way this works, there are 8 different categories that I will show you. People just have to earn 250 merit points for each category, okay? We added something new this year. In the past, for awards, you were limited in being able to submit your narrative in a written document, 1-page document. This year, we're going to allow clubs to submit multimedia platforms, videos. It can be multimedia, it can be music, it can be a photo essay. We're going to let the clubs be creative. And the deadline date, it's April 10th. We are still going to have the best of the best with small, medium, and small. That should be small, medium, large clubs. Okay, but we're going to make the eligibility much more attainable for all of the clubs, so all clubs can feel like it can be.
You've had it before, dear.
Is it like a cheese castle?
Okay, so there are 7 categories: membership, community service, Rotary Days of Service in 1, public
Hang on.
image, the Rotary Foundation, vocational service. Oops, those are the 7. The award submission criteria rules, it's really pretty easy. You received the checklist in your email today. There are 8 categories, and you receive the 8 category checklists in your emails. So you're going to use this checklist for each one of the categories. I ask that you not alter the form. Just use the form as it is. It's very clickable. It's going to be form fillable and very easy. Additional information can be included in your narrative, whether it's written, multimedia, video, whatever you choose to include. And they can be submitted. The written narrative is 1 page, 8.5 by 11. And we're asking that you limit it to a 12 pitch font. or you can submit a video, a 2-minute video. And we just ask that you use the highest resolution possible, preferably no lower than the 4K at 60 FPSs. But if your phone does not allow you to go beyond the 720, which is an old phone, we're going to ask that you ask to borrow someone else's phone. And our public image committee is going to help you with this, okay? It's not as complicated as it sounds. Most iPhones today, especially, or any smartphone have video capabilities better than this. If you want to do a multimedia platform, just limit it to 2 minutes. Like if you use a PowerPoint presentation, just do the automated recording of it and just limit it to 2 minutes. And narrative should be inserted along with your category checklist. And I'll go over these with you just to show you. So the award submissions, the deadline is April 10th. April 10th, it's a Sunday. They're going to be submitted to the awards chairperson, which includes Wendy Hornak, and Beth Hoban is also helping out. And I'm asking that you also CC your assistant governor when you submit these. So who has the honor of judging the best clubs among the most excellent clubs? You. You. 2021-22 Rotary Club president. So you will have the opportunity to judge and determine and vote on the best clubs of the year. And that will happen during the week of April 13th through the 22nd so that we have it in time for the district conference. Okay? Any questions on that? Okay, let me move on then. I'm going to share with you what a typical rating sheet looks like. And since we are celebrating vocational service, and you have a copy of this, this is what I sent to you today. Can you, let's see, can you see this vocational service sheet? Yeah, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, looks good, Sandy.
Okay, folks, I want you to see that every one of these items is worth like at least 25 points. There's a total of 730 possible points that you can get here, okay? We're asking you to be eligible to get at least 250 points. It's very attainable and it's very achievable. You know, for example, did you educate your current and new members of discussing maybe the 4-way test or the Rotaract Code of Conduct? Did you have a vocational talk or presentation? We have one right here tonight with Maddie. Perfect example of different ways, right? Where you can invite speakers in or have your club members talk about their vocation. But if you go down these lists and you have 7 different lists on the categories, each one of them have these checklists. And I will tell you that the minimum number of eligible points you can get is 500, right? If you were to check them all. You can get 250 points on this, folks. It's really easy. And when you fill these things out, you see that here are the number of points that you can receive for each. All you have to do is check the boxes of the ones that your club has taken part in. And I'm going to use the 4-way test and just assume that what you submit is true. Okay? So this is how it looks. And the way that you will input as club members, these are the number of points that you can be eligible for. Then all you need to do is fill in the number of points that you have. And the reason that we have that, you will see that some of these items, for example, if you have members that joined a Rotary Fellowship, you can get 10 points for each member. So this category, you can get up to 100 points. Okay? This was one way of trying to make it as objective, as fair, and as very competitive, but attainable. Okay? Any questions on that? Let me share another one with you. Let's see, hold on a second here. I will find it. Okay, don't let all the colors on this one freak you out. Can you see the different colors on this?
Yes.
Okay. You're not going to see this when you on the official. The reason I have these colors here, you know that I've been talking about the Rotary, the Days of Service Showcase and the Rotary Days of Service, the international citation you can receive from Rotary International. I've shared the brochure with you. I will continue to share it with you. But the reason I highlighted this in the way that it is, if you look at there are 4 criteria that minimum qualifications that you need to achieve the Rotary International citation, okay? Each one of these are very attainable. Did you participate in at least one Rotary Day of Service aligned with one or more Rotary's area of focus? We set up our District 5000 Rotary Days of Service. So if you participate, it's pretty easy for you to fulfill all of these categories, okay? And so the ones that are in the highlighted blue, those are the ones that are the minimum requirements to meet. The ones where you see the text in blue, all you have to do is pick 3. All you have to do is pick 3. So if you fulfill the 4 categories, you participated in a Rotary Day of Service, you planned or had 2 more Rotaract or Interact clubs involved with you, you attracted a group of participants that were not Rotary members, which we've been doing these collectively, just like the call to action for the healthcare workers. By working with multiple clubs, you have already attracted people who are non-Rotarians. And you promoted each event on at least one media platform. And your club completed the Rotary Day of Service and submitted it to the Rotary Showcase. So yeah, question.
Yeah, Sandy, Gwen is asking, is the Rotary Days of Service a separate checklist?
No.
Yeah.
That checklist that you just saw, that is the community service checklist. I was just showing you how the items in the community service checklist, those things that were highlighted, are also Rotary Days of Service. Wait, did I answer that question right?
Yes,
Ask that question again.
I think so. No, she just wanted to know, Gwen wanted to know, is Rotary Days of Service a separate checklist?
The Rotary International submission is separate. That you submit to Rotary International. But I tried to make our district awards so that if you do the district awards, you have everything that you need to submit to Rotary International. Gwen, does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. Folks, I'm going to be really honest with you. I tried to combine, there is no way right now with the different computer systems and software systems the district Rotary International uses that we can merge it all together. So the best I could do was merge our criteria so that it adopted what's required at the Rotary International level. So by completing one, you basically complete the others as well. Okay. That's pretty much it as far as the actual criteria. Are there any questions about this? They're redundant from the standpoint that you've got the 7 different criterias, one on youth services, one on membership at international, vocational. You can read through them yourselves, and your assistant governors can help you with this.
Sandy,
Yes.
you said that you could do a narrative of 1 page or a video, but not both, correct?
All you have to do is one.
Okay, so one
All
or
you
the
have
other,
to do is one.
a
Yeah.
narrative or a video.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I have a quick question. How do we know if we're a large, medium, or small club?
Oh, that's a good question. We're going to take your membership count as of July 1st, and I will submit that to you. I will share that with you so you know what your club size is, what category you fall under. And then to do the best of the best, we will take all of the clubs And presidents, please. We got to get every club in here. I think every club could do all 7 awards, to be really honest with you. I think it's very attainable to get a Club Excellence Award, but we will take the clubs who get a Club Excellence Award. We will pull those together in each one of the categories, and then you will get to vote on clubs, a club of a size that's not, for example, if you're a medium club, you will probably get to judge either a large or the small clubs.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
why don't we just give them the number, what those numbers are? So if you're over 30 members, you're a large club. If you're 18 to 29 members, you're a medium club. And if you're below 18, you're a small club. In case you didn't know what size club your club is.
That's on the District 5000 website also. under
Thank you, Dave.
Awards.
Yeah, thanks for that backup, man.
No problem. I'm not a very good singer, but I'll back you up anytime.
Yeah.
Very
No
good,
one,
very good. And that
No
will be
one-
in the cover letter that you get with this too. I wanted to show you first, this is the last time I'm going to put the draft out there. So if you have any comments, let me know tonight or early tomorrow, because this is going to go out to the district. Okay. Okey doke. All right. Next on the agenda, Rotary Days of Service. I showed you the award structure of what we're asking for Rotary Days of Service. So I thought this would be a good time to share. You know, this quarter, our focus is on maternal health and empowering girls. And the next quarter, the last quarter of the year, we'll be focusing on the environment. And I have Jenny do it. Hi, Jenny. Jenny's going to share with us this Genki Ball project. It's an exciting project to clean up the Alawai Canal. And so, Jenny, do you want to tell us more about this? Because we're proposing this as a possible, definitely an island-wide project, and hopefully this has implications for the neighbor islands as well. Yeah?
Yeah, I can start. Hi, everyone. My name is Jenny Doe. I'm from Eco Rotary Club of Kaka'ako. I'll be speaking today about the Clean Water Initiative for the Genki Alawai project with my fellow board member, April. April, do you want to introduce yourself while I share my screen?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is April Bullis. I'm part of the Eco Rotary Club of Kaka'ako. And we have a pretty exciting project to talk to you folks about today that we think all club members really could get involved with. And it involves clean water. The Alawai Canal, as many of us know, has been polluted and contaminated for many years. It was built in the 1921, so it's 100 years old this past year. So after 100 years and lots of contamination, there's been so much sludge in the Alawai Canal that we are proposing a potential solution of bioremediation. So from this Genki Ball project, in the first year in 2019 that they started this, they were able to see dramatic results from 697 down to 192 in just 1 year's time. So the goal is going to take some time, but with a little effort from the Genki Ball. Has anybody ever heard of a Genki Ball before? I hadn't heard of it until this project. So essentially what it is a mud ball that contains fermented bacteria that digests and oxygenates the sludge. And it does this by the use of effective microorganisms, which is a culture, and it's a mixture of aerobic and anaerobic microorganisms that's beneficial to the environment. And these microorganisms are then able to function and decompose and ferment the organic material that's found in that sludge. So it effectively suppresses the harmful microbes, decomposes harmful chemicals, and it prevents oxidation and eliminates those foul odors that maybe you have smelled from contaminated water in the past. So this beautiful picture that we have here is just a snippet of what has been found in the Alawai. So it's everything from mud, organic debris, trash, pollutants, all kind of sludge that is building up in the Alawai Canal. And we propose through effective microorganisms that we're going to be able to help it. I'm going to pass it over to Jenny.
Thanks, April. So our goal with the Genki Alawai project is to make the Alawai fishable and swimmable within 7 years. And our project's next steps is that we're taking donations from different Rotarians and different clubs. We would love to get all of the Rotary clubs in Hawaii to be involved in this. And basically, the way that donations work is people can buy one ball for $5, so they can customize their donation however much they want to. And the deadline for the donation is February 12th. And this is a photo of what the Genki balls actually looks like. And after their donation comes in, we'll basically set up 2 work days with the donor. So one work day is going to be on March 12th, and that's to create these Genki balls. So we're basically just going to be putting like mud, molasses, the bacteria inside, and be building these balls with the volunteers. And then after that, we're doing a second work day on April 2nd to toss these balls into the Alawai. And the reason why it's taking 2 separate events is because between March 12th and April 2nd, this is basically the time that the bacteria is going to start to activate. So it's going to prepare for the second event where we throw it into the Alawai to help the sludge clean up and eat all of the bad bacteria. So if you would like to sign up your club members to join this event, family, friends, anyone, please contact me. Here's my phone number and email. And you can just reach out to me and I'll explain like how to donate, either check, debit card, or credit card. Any questions?
Yeah, Jenny, it's Benson. So what happens to the ball after it, soaks up all of this bad stuff? Does somebody take the ball out, or does it just?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So the ball is made up of mostly dirt. So when you throw it down, the ball gets into the bottom of the Alawai, and then it kind of just sits there, and it we don't ever take out the balls. It kind of just like disappears into the Alawai.
Yeah, they kind of decompose back into the earth. The dirt is just kind of like the medium to get it to the bottom, to the sludge, so it can start working.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Question,
Yes.
how many balls do you need?
So right now, our goal is kind of as many as possible. There is an effective number. I don't know it on top of my head right now. I wrote it down somewhere, but it's like a lot of balls. It's like in the thousands of balls to even like get the Alawai to be clean. Like I think it's going to take years of like this project to be repeated. Do you remember the number on top of your head, April?
No, I do know that they did say it's going to take multiple events and multiple different times of putting the balls into the water. And that's because of the 3 different streams that drain into the Alawai. I think it's Makiki, Pololo, and Manoa. Streams all come and converge at the Alawai. So you're going to have to continuously do that and kind of fight what nature is putting into it and all the storm drains that feed into it. So it is an ongoing project that hopefully we can continue to support over the years to get the Alawai Canal to that point of swimmable and fishable. I don't think we're going to have a swim club next year, but we're definitely working to get it to the point where someday we would like to see that as a possibility. There's no set number in mind because the environment continues to change, but as many as we can continue to put in over the years. This project started in 2019. So they're about 3 years into the 7-year goal. So we hope that this is going to be an ongoing project. This is our first attempt to see how many parts per millions we can continue to get that number down by using these effective microorganism Genki balls.
Jenny, is there any statistics about how big of a space a single ball basically is effective?
Yeah, so we have down 1 per square meter.
1 per square meter. Okay.
Yes.
Has this been successful in other places?
Yeah, so this was created from a professor in Japan, and they basically tested out this so the bacteria is called EM solution. And this was created in Japan, and they did multiple tests in Japan in different parts of the world, and it was shown as successful before.
I believe they found it in 1981 in Japan, and they've used it in over 100 different countries in agriculture systems, aquaculture systems, animal husbandry, and wastewater treatment facilities as well.
Yeah, I didn't know it was EM. I use that in my compost.
I use it in
Oh.
my bokashi bucket. It's
Yep.
amazing what, little invisible under a microscope things are capable of.
Right.
The decomposing and the odor elimination too, I really appreciate about the EM solution.
Oh, so I just looked up the email actually, and they said that if we toss 1 Genki ball per square meter from mountain to the end of the Alawai, we will need 1 million Genki balls. And just the Alawai area is 200,000 balls.
Big number.
Yeah.
But this won't happen in just 1 year, right? We're looking at this happening over time. Was it 7 years?
Yeah, 7 years. We're planning to do this project as a repeat project. And then the nonprofit that we're working with, they actually do this project with a lot of elementary school kids, like at Alawai Elementary School and Kapahulu, I believe. So they do it every few months, but we want to do it with Rotary where we can get a larger number of volunteers to come and like more money donated to help to actually even make this project bigger than ever.
Awesome. Is this something that might be replicable on our neighbor islands?
I think so. Yes. I think the only thing that we would need is a permit. Well, we have a permit. The nonprofit we're working with has a permit to put their EM solution into the waters. But if it's repeated with other areas, I think they would need a permit from the city.
Yeah, there was talk of recreating this up on the North Shore after the bad flooding that we had here. I want to say it was in 2020, about doing a similar situation because so much sludge and debris was stirred up in the stream systems. But yeah, I think, the nonprofit we're working with, they would be a really good resource if you had another like contaminated water area in mind.
What is the nonprofit you're working with?
It's called the Genki Alawai nonprofit.
Genki Alawai project, yeah.
Jenny, how many volunteers are you hoping to give for the March 12th and the April 2nd dates?
So we discussed having 5,000 balls. That was just one of the numbers that we wanted to hit for this time. And I think one person can like comfortably make like 20 balls in a sitting or more. That will probably take them like 1 minute per ball. They can do as many as they want, but we want to have a lot of people since we're planning to have this as an outdoor event. But with COVID, I don't know yet. But right now we want like as many as possible because it's an outdoor event.
So making the balls is outdoors too?
Yeah, everything will be outdoors.
So how do you make a ball?
So they basically we pre-mix everything basically for people. So it's like dirt, molasses, the EM solution, water. And I think there's a few other things that I forgot on top of my head right now. And we set up like buckets for people, and it's just like an assembly line where they just go and pick up the balls and then they just pack it down with their hand. It's like the size of a baseball.
Okay, so it's like making a snowball basically, right?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a baseball.
Yeah. So you're just making a snowball. All right.
You're just making a dirt ball.
Yeah, that.
It's really what we're getting the
And they
dirt
do
ball
this with-
rolling.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And they do this with like little kids in elementary schools. So we can figure it out.
We can,
Good.
great.
Um,
And
say-
it may be too, I'm sorry, it may be too early or too late for this year, but if we do have funds left over that we weren't able to use for district grants or district grants for next year, is that something that we could utilize for this?
I think so.
Sure,
Yeah.
Sure.
right. And any other
Thank you.
questions? This
Yeah, we have a couple of questions from Nicole. So Nicole wanted to know if there are any dates planned for like the next Rotary year and where is the event going to take place?
Jenny and April, I just want you to know Nicole is the president of one of our Rotaract clubs, our new club that we started up this year.
I met her.
Fantastic.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any dates planned for next year so far? Not this year, is Nicole's question.
Yes, next fiscal year or basically next Rotary year. Rotary years start July 1 and go.
Why?
Yeah.
Not for next year, just for this year.
Okay. And where are you going to do this? Do you have a place?
Yeah, right now we're planning to do it at the Kapahulu Library, so more upstream of the Alawai. And there will be a lot of parking and then a grass area that we can work on behind the library. And then we can just throw it from the library. Mainly chose that position because it's upstream the Alawai and because there's a lot of parking for people. So it's convenient.
So do you throw the balls in at the same day that, so like if I made a bucket of balls and I could take them over to the river and or in the canal and throw them in? Do you throw them in at the same time or do they have to dry or bake or whatever?
It does go through a fermenting process, so it will
Okay.
have to stay dry for, I believe, 6 weeks' time,
Oh,
while
okay.
the microbes continue to work and grow. And then when it's all primed and ready, we'll be throwing them in April 2nd.
Okay. So that would be the fun part where you want to come and throw them in, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can either get your hands dirty or you can show your skills at who can throw the ball the farthest. We're looking at possibly getting some paddlers involved to see if they can get the balls to the middle of the LOI.
Awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, we have more information that was just posted in the district newsletter that came out yesterday, right? I don't recall if your PowerPoint was posted. Is that something we can share with our presidents?
Yeah, I can share this PowerPoint. There's not a lot of details on it. We kind of spoke a lot of it, but there's like key info on this PowerPoint.
Great. And so if you want more information, it's in the District 5000 newsletter that most all of you should have received yesterday. Nope, Sunday, right? And we'll keep sharing more information with you. Thank you very much, Jenny. And April, I'm so sorry I didn't see you on the participants, but now I see you. You're in by phone. I'm so glad you joined us. And so these two young ladies are with us from the Rotary Eco Club of Kaka'ako. And so we're just so glad to have that club helping us with the environment and sustainability projects. So
Hey, Sandy, I had one more question from Rick or Sandy and April. So Rick's question is there an entity determines if you have a level of contamination that would benefit from the balls, like Department of Health or whoever?
Yeah, so basically Genki Alawai used to work with the Department of Health and they used to measure the bacteria levels and a bunch of other levels for them. But I called DOH in November and then they told me that they don't have any more resources for them. So right now we're trying to figure it out. I know Chaminade, someone reached out from Chaminade and they said that they're going to see if they can do any tests, but I'm also trying to figure it out with Arjun too.
Okay, great. Thanks. Wonderful.
looks like you've got some support already from the club. So yeah, let's move forward with this. Great
Awesome.
job.
Sandy, thank you so much for having us on today.
Thank you. Love
hope we
it.
can come back with more eco projects. Ridge to Reef is coming up in April. Hope to see you all there too.
Yeah, April is also one of the coordinators of Ridge to Reef, so we'll be hearing more of that about that one as well. Thanks, April. Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so moving on. I know. Let's see. Let's get into some of the other announcements we may have here. Anne Marie. Anne Marie, are you with us?
Hi, yes, I am.
Hi, great. You had a couple of items that you wanted to bring to the presidents?
Well, I wanted to share that the Rotary Club of Maui is having our annual fundraiser on February 12th, sorry. And if you go to our website, rotaryclubofmaui.org, you can find more information about it. It's going to be really interesting. We are having a tour of World War II sites here on Maui, and after there will be a dinner with an 8-piece live band and lots of fun activities. So if anybody is in Maui that weekend, you know, you're welcome to come. It'll be a lot of fun. And I had a question to the clubs. I have some family in Tonga, and I reached out to them today, and I'm thinking, what can we do to help Tonga? And I was thinking to maybe reach out to the Rotary Club there and see what kind of support they need and how we can support them. Does anybody have any ideas? Is
We happen
anybody
to
else
have one of
doing
the
something?
co-chairs of our International Service Committee here for the district. Arjun, do you want to share anything? Oops, did I lose Arjun? Did we lose Arjun? Sorry to put you on the spot, Arjun.
I'm sorry, I just listened half. I'm so sorry about that. Can I quickly repeat that?
Sure. So Arjun, I was talking about what can we do to help the people of Tonga or support the Rotary Club of Tonga. I was just asking if anybody has any ideas or questions, what can we do?
Oh, about the recent
yeah,
plume, right?
Yes, exactly. They have a real problem with water and
yeah.
food supply.
They are sort of disconnected, yeah.
Yes.
In many ways. I can't really suggest right now anything, but I don't have much connection in that area. But Mark Harbison has contact, and I will definitely talk to him after this meeting and call you by tomorrow.
Okay, great. Yeah, and I'm going to reach out to the Rotary Club of Tonga and see what they come back with. And, one of the projects that I also support is Shelter Box. And I was thinking, you know what, I'm just going to create my own Shelter Box package because talking to them, they need a tent. So I'm going to send down, like, the Tongan community here, in Hawaii, they're very good at organizing themselves. So we're getting stuff together to send supplies down. So I'm sending down a tent. I was trying to look at water filters, for the volcanic ash in the water, but I don't think you can filter, that kind of chemical out of the water to make it drinking water. I was looking at things like that. You can filter.
If it's a filter, I can, I have experience because our James Ham, he did lots of filter work in Papua New Guinea, and I myself was involved sending water filters to Nepal after the earthquake. So I do have some idea, and James knows a lot about the filters. So, and he also has a better way to buy them cheaper from the Schroer company.
Okay,
and that makes a filter that filters all the bacteria and those particles.
Okay, well, great. Well, Arjun, you and I will connect. And if anybody has any ideas, please contact me too. And I'll be reaching out to all the clubs and let you guys know what we've come up with. And we would really appreciate your support. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Anne Marie. Are there any other announcements from the clubs?
I have a quick announcement. So I don't know if any clubs are meeting in person. We are doing hybrid meeting still. And we meet at the Waikiki as club, and the city classifies that as an outdoor space, and we can host up to 100 people. But we have to meet minimum we are having problem to meet minimum requirement. So any of you in the island or outer island visiting here like to meet in-person club meeting, I was told no other clubs are meeting in person. So we meet every Thursday evening. So I would like to welcome all of you, and we have really great speakers line up. For example, one of the speaker in 2 weeks is Anna Sturs. He is like it's the first week of February. That's the Peace and Conflict Resolution Month. She authored the book about singing across divides. It's related to the topics. Next week, someone from Canada talking about indigenous people and related to issues, things like that. So I would like to extend invitation to all of the Rotary members in the island and the outer island as well, if you are visiting.
Awesome.
Oh, President
And
Arjun,
we
I'll
have
be coming
everything in
over.
our website. I can share in the chat box how to sign up and things like that. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Arjun. Any other announcements? Kimo, did you have an announcement?
No, I just said I'll be coming over to Arjun's
Okay.
meeting on I think it's February 3rd, Arjun. Looking forward to it. Great meeting place. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to be sending you this document I just received. It's an update on the district conference that's coming up in May, encouraging you to register if you haven't already registered, though it looks like most of our presidents have registered. The Aulani is booked up, but you can still get reservations at the other hotel.
The Residence Inn.
You got muted, Sandy.
That's because I'm talking too much.
That's okay.
Okay, so I'll be sending this to you, and a plug. Ryla and Junior Ryla, their registrations, I think they need some help. We have Joanne here who's in charge of Junior Ryla, but I know that high school Ryla, they're really struggling to get more members. So those of you who have connections, grandkids, kids, nieces, nephews, you don't have, anyone can join Ryla, any youth, right? So please share that information out there. We have a lot of information that's posted on the website. And just as a reminder, for more information, we talked about information being available on the newsletter. Benson, can you quickly show the district website? What I wanted to show you, if you didn't already know, we started a president's page so that the things that we talk about in our meetings, all of the documents that we talk about, the things we say that we will share with one another, the documents, the resources I will share with you. It's posted, it will be posted on that page.
It's right here. You guys can you guys see that?
I see you. Do you guys see what he sees?
Yep. Can you guys see that president's page?
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Yes.
Yep.
Right?
Okay, great.
And so there are direct links right on here. So like even when we talk about documents, if you scroll down a bit on the president's page, scroll down a little more, see down here where the resources and documents. Someone asked earlier about the Rotary Days of Service. And so right here, you will see that the Rotary Days of Service brochure is here. If you click on it, it'll take you right to that brochure. Okay. Does anyone have it? Thank you, Benson. Does anyone have anything else?
Really quickly, I just wanted to let people know about a Rotary. Hi, hello, Natalie Champion, Rotary E-Club of Hawaii. Sandy, I know that Randy had mentioned to you that we were going to be doing a collaboration virtual game night, and I just wanted to really quickly bring it up. It's going to be January 29th. Of course. January 29th at 6 p.m. Tickets will go on sale tomorrow at the Eventbrite website, and I will put the details in the chat. Thank you.
Awesome. And the purpose of this collaboration, many of you at the last meeting asked for help doing fundraising, non-in-person fundraising activities. Natalie, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't one of the intents of this particular collab to share online ideas for fundraising?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because the world has moved to virtual, this just exemplifies a fun and easy way to connect with people and enjoy ourselves virtually. You know, we've had so much success in the past with our virtual bingos and virtual travel games, that this is just in alignment with this. And please come. I'm not exactly sure how much it's going to be yet. The tickets will be going on sale tomorrow. But this way you can just get a chance to see how easy and fun it can be to host a virtual event.
Great, thank you. And thank you for collabing with us and doing this. The E-Club has been so successful in their fundraisers, their online fundraisers, and they are just so much fun. Come and check it out and you can get ideas for your club too. Great, thanks Natalie. Benson, do you have any words of inspiration
Andy?
for us? Yes, sir, yeah.
Sandy, Bill Schilling from Honolulu Bay Rotary Club. Thanks for joining us last week for that exciting announcement regarding Kupuna Place. Do you want to share with everyone?
I would love for you to share. It's your club. And I'll join it, but please do.
All right, thank you. So as everyone knows, we got this ARP grant and built a fit lot, and now we're adding additional projects. The ARP effort was about $250,000 funded by them for this Kupuna Fit Lot exercise park. And then our club has raised now $180,000 on top of that. So we now have funding in place for 2 additional projects in the Kupuna Place effort that'll have another 2 or 3 other projects after that. So a lot of headway. The announcement last week was a check for $50,000 delivered to me on the morning of January 1 from the North Shore Lions Club to our foundation.
Wow.
And folks, you know, the Rotary Club of Honolulu, this started off from district funds, right?
Yes, it did.
F fund, small, from that refund that we got when the Rotary Convention didn't go through, right? The club took that, they got a national grant awarded from AARP, right? And so this Fit Lot project, this fitness center for Kupuna, it's going to be a nationally recognized center for the senior population, which is amazing. And now they're raising even additional funds to just make this, I call it the Disneyland of the Kupuna parks of the world. But it's
yes, it is.
Yeah. So thanks, just totally great work. Thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you.
Sure, thanks. Okay, Benson.
Okay. So I'm going to close the meeting out tonight with just a quick little story about the four-way test. So we are working now in the district in a leadership program. It's 4 sessions. The 3rd one is coming up, and so we're going to talk about the Hawaiian concept of kupa'a. So if you've heard of it before, what it basically means is ku means to stand and pa'a means to be firm, right? So it's really about standing firm on whatever it is that you believe. Now, my grandma used that term when we were kids, which basically is, she used it in the context of you need to be kupa'a, which means that you need to collectively sort of get your shit together, is what she meant. But when we look at principles for that we believe in, like the four-way test, for example, you know, the reason why people join Rotary and they stay with Rotary, and the four-way test really resonates with them, is because those concepts are familiar to them because those were concepts that were introduced to them as children, to tell the truth, to be fair to everyone, to to promote goodwill and friendships, right? And to make sure that the things that do are beneficial to everyone. So when a new person joins Rotary and they hear that four-way test for the first time, those words kind of resonate to them. And for myself, I was brought into Rotary by my sister. And after I heard them for about, I don't know, 50 or 60 or 70 times, my sister looked at me and she said, you know, this is the same stuff that our grandma was teaching us when we were little kids, right? And so, but it's not enough now. As we start, we're going to work on our next level of leadership. It's not enough to just, you know, believe in the four-way test. What we need now more than ever is to be kupa'a, to stand really firm on those beliefs, regardless of whatever the situation. And it was this kupa'a that allowed my grandmother, my grandfather, who had their house completely destroyed by a tsunami, to really build back and to be motivated to keep going because regardless of whatever the situation was going to be, they were going to be kupa'a. They were going to stand firmly on what they believe in. And that is the basis of where Rotary is today in Hawaii and everywhere in the world. But it's different here because here, Rotary has a culture. So there's Rotary and there's Rotary in Hawaii. That's my personal opinion. So with that, I would like to say good night to everybody and thanks for joining us on a Monday night in spite of football. Okay, see you guys.
Sandy,
All right, Richard. Good night,
Thank
Sandy.
you.
Sandy.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, thank